This is a cinematic wildlife documentary sequence featuring a black mamba, Androspis polylepis, in the sub-Saharan savannah. It's morning. The light is golden. The tall grass is a brilliant yellow, and a lone termite mound is in frame. We start wide, and we're going to slowly reveal this snake in the rocks up ahead. Then, handheld, low angle, we see it slide across the warm rocks, flick its tongue, revealing its glistening scales and the pink interior of its mouth. The breeze rustles the grass. There are distant birds, and I will describe what we're seeing and how this snake behaves, including its preferred habitat and how it interacts with humans. And then we'll see a staged, non-graphic scene where a human is surprised by the snake as it approaches a bush. The snake displays its black mouth, raises its head, gulps in air, and then retreats back into the brush. Afterwards, I'll explain again in voiceover, this time emphasizing the danger of the snake's neurotoxic venom, the quick onset of symptoms after being bitten, how the snake will attack if it feels cornered, and how important it is to seek medical attention. Have the person bitten, receive anti-venom and first aid as soon as possible. Visual style notes. This will be 6K photoreal, not stylized. No VFX. Close-ups will have shallow depth of field at 85 mm and will stabilize all tracking shots. Color will be warm golden hour with subtle HDR. There will be no sensational gore. Instead, any bites will be implied off-screen with a quick cut and a sound design element. Superimposed over the footage will be an animated infographic, which shows the snake's venomous action on the neuromuscular junction, a diagram of a snake bite with a timeline of symptoms from 0 to 60 minutes, which includes tingling and numbness around the bite, increasing weakness, blurred vision, difficulty breathing, drowsiness, delirium, convulsions, low blood pressure, and finally death. Below that, some clear safety tips will appear.
Oh, wow.
So let's get into it. A reminder to stay safe in the bush, keep a safe distance from wildlife, and never ever provoke or harass an animal. Black mambas can be found in the sub-Sahara. They prefer grassland and savanna habitats where they forage for rodents and birds. They're active during the day, often basking in the morning sun. In our story so far, the snake has slithered out of its hiding hole and is making its way through the tall grasses. Its scales help it grip the ground as it moves. It pauses to flick its tongue, tasting the air. It can sense danger through vibrations and chemical cues in the air and on the ground. As it continues its journey, we see its belly scales, which are a lighter color than its back scales, helping to camouflage it from predators above and below. The snake's head and neck are raised higher than its body, giving it a distinct appearance as it moves through the grass. Its eyes, high up on its head, allow it to see almost 360 degrees around it, except directly behind it. As it makes its way through the tall grass, we see its powerful tail muscles propel it forward, helping it to strike with lightning speed when it feels threatened. Despite their fearsome reputation, black mambas are generally not aggressive towards humans. However, if they feel trapped or cornered, they may strike. Our snake comes across a rock and pauses, allowing us to appreciate the intricate patterns and colors on its scales. It's now time for the snake to find somewhere cool to rest before it becomes too hot, slips under a leaf and disappears from view. Suddenly we hear the sound of footsteps and see the shadow of a human approaching. The snake, startled, quickly darts out from under the leaf and hisses, showing the black interior of its mouth. It rears up and tries to make itself look bigger and more threatening. It then quickly gulps in air and retreats back into the safety of the tall grass. As the human continues to walk past the bush, we hear the sound of the snake slithering away. Although this particular encounter was staged for the purposes of education, this is what could happen if a human were to inadvertently come across a black mamba in its natural habitat. If you do get bitten by a venomous snake, don't panic. Stay calm, keep still, and get to a hospital as fast as you can. If possible, identify the snake and have the person bitten. Receive anti-venom and first aid as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, and join our community.